Hello, hi, welcome, and thank you for being here. I hope you're having a beautiful day or night. We're gonna do a timeless collective reading, so whenever it finds you, it's the right time. See what resonates, leave what doesn't, and remember that divine inner guidance is in you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition. So your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest and greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. We're going to do a Celtic cross today, and let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. What is the most prominent energy around you today? Please and thank you. Let's see what your energy is. Your energy is victory. Your energy is that you're winning, you're shining, you're up there on that platform. You're not just, you're doing the rock star thing. You're like, yeah, I feel like you actually are having that moment where you have people supporting you in such a way that they're like, you know, when the person puts the microphone out and everybody in the audience kind of knows that song. That's kind of the energy imprint that I'm getting, where people are like singing with you, supporting you in a really big, energetic, beautiful snowball that's getting bigger vibration of whatever it is you're working on. It doesn't feel like just a cool goal here that you are reaching. It feels like you are reaching others. You're connecting to other people. You're inspiring others. Glorious win. I don't know why I see you like, I want to say like, I see like a light switch. And I know that's silly for this. I kind of feel like, it's not just about your light. It's that you sort of pointed towards that light switch. I want to say maybe some of you are a teacher or a healer or something like that, and you recognize there was more value in the experience somebody would get by doing something themselves than, you know, just following your light. Like, I don't know why I see that from this. I feel like you're kind of having a conversation with someone and you're not really the one that's giving an answer or giving advice. You're more like pointing them in the right direction or asking them the right question or giving them many different scenarios or facets to what could happen. But I feel like you're letting somebody figure it out on their own through experience. That feels really good. Glorious win, upside down. It is fall from grace. It's up there on the stage, you know, a little too long, and then falling off. It's being up on the high horse and getting down feeling pretty saddle sore. It's where you're doing something and not connecting to the people around you that supported you, or having gracious energy towards others. You know, whether you have a huge stadium of people supporting you or it's just one person in that audience, it's like having that one person that showed up and you're like, yeah, I'm not going to get up there for one person. And like you walk off the stage and maybe that one person is the one that you would have made a huge difference for had you have just done the show like there's 500 people there. I hope that made sense. I feel like that one person is just as important as maybe a whole group. So, and I do feel like here you're doing something that you love to do just because you get to do it, and that's why you are shining. That's why you are maybe gonna have something supported more and more, even if something does start small. So wherever you are on that journey, whether it's just, you know, a small win, you know, a small moment, I see a lot of expanse. It's a beautiful place to start. So let's see what your bridge, you know, your way across and or block is, depending on what comes through. What is the bridge or the block to the Six of Wands? Page of Cups. You got a little Cupid here. So maybe for some of you, you are starting small. Maybe for some of you, this is the beginning of a relationship that brings a lot of success overall in your life. This could also be a little love text, a love message that you get. It could be somebody that you're just beginning to fall for, but you don't know that much about them yet. It's still at the pages energy. You have a lot more pages and experiences to have, you know, that page to turn, so you can get to know somebody better, or you can get to know more about maybe a new project you're working on. You have a lot of potential for growth, and it involves your heart, your emotions. Sometimes this is tapping more and more into intuition, listening to the divine calling when it's calling you up, getting excited. Look at this little cupid with a bow and arrow. There is a little cup here. Sometimes the Page of Cups is like the little fishy out of water. You don't really feel like you're in the right place. Am I in the right place? I don't know, but just be you. I'm kind of getting that something about your expression, or expressing yourself, or communication. Whatever you're saying is coming from the heart. It's something that's exciting. So maybe if this was a block, something was really exciting here, and maybe it was where you kind of lost a little motivation because one person showed up or nobody showed up. If nobody showed up, you get up there and you take it as a practice session. You show up for yourself. You show up because it warms your heart. It doesn't matter what everyone else out there is thinking or feeling, if it is something you love to do. New excitement. It can be somebody falling in love. But it's usually very early in the relationship, and it has a lot of potential to grow. So let's see what your focus is, or the energy that is grounding you at this point. Your focus is on these moments. Your focus right now is maybe looking at the past, because it's nostalgia. Looking at all of these snapshots of your life, of what you've done, how far you've come, but then being in that now and looking forward to more beautiful snapshots and memories you're going to create in the future. But what you have is the now. So don't get lost in the past if that's where you're focusing. If this is a new person coming in your life, it's not comparing them to every other partnership you've ever been with, but using every partnership and situation you've been with to learn more about yourself and who you could now be with somebody new. This could be your focus on somebody coming back from the past too. Coming back and doing something with this renewed energy. Cherished memories. Upside down, it's lost in the past. I kind of feel like your focus now is on the memories you are making today. The memories you get to make, you get to create. So what can you do today that would be memorable? What's the first thing you thought of? What's the first thing you have put on the back burner, or, you know, thought about in the past, but always kind of made it, you'll get to it when situation. This is a getting to it now. Sometimes I see this also as a soulmate. I see this as innocence. It could be connecting to somebody from your childhood, connecting to children, or I'm getting even reviving a dream that you had from the past but never got to do. If this is a person coming in your life, you could have a past life connection to somebody where you kind of don't know how you had. Do I know you from somewhere? Have we met before? That kind of thing, where you kind of just somehow feel like you know this person. If it has to do with love, it's really beautiful. It could also be a gift. But I see it as pure, innocent love. So let's see what your past energy is. What was the recent past that brought you to this glorious win, that opened up your heart to new love, got you excited? I mean, you are looking in the past here, or thinking about the past. So let's see what that was. It was the Two of Coins. I pulled this upside down. So maybe it was your priorities weren't in the right place, or you were juggling something that had an awkward energy instead of figuring out how to multitask something in your life, change something very simple up in your schedule that made all the difference on something flowing. I hope that made sense. It could be where you were handling different areas in your life, but if it's upside down, it's usually that you're giving one area an over focus, and there's something over there on the back burner you're not getting to, and it can't grow if it doesn't have your energy. So usually it's to make something more fun. Keep what is fun, what you get to do. I actually see you moving something around in your schedule and maybe making more time for maybe something in the love department, maybe for an old friend, maybe for whatever you are working on here. It's bringing you all of this victory. But if you weren't making room for it in the past, it's time to make room for it now. It looks like you were at a crossroads here. It's where you changed what was your priority. And it looks like whatever you changed in the past on being priority in your life, or recognizing you had more than one that you wanted to attend to and how to figure all that out in your life, is what brought you to this success, this win. It's usually a decision. It's a decision that involves something in your everyday world, in your everyday schedule. But I feel like you don't have to just go in one direction here. You are at the crossroads, but there's no reason you can't come back to those crossroads and check out what's down the other road. Because I sort of see that you can do both if you just adjust something. So maybe that's what you figured out. Let's look at what your strength is. Message coming through God, source, or higher self. What is the strength? The Knight of Swords. Your strength is your quick wit, your good sense of humor, your awesome pink motorcycle, that you are a smart cookie, and while you're on the motorcycle, you have your helmet on, that you have protected your thoughts in the proper place. I don't even know if I showed you these. Let me show you all of these. This one, you have a film strip. Maybe you also take pictures. Here, we're at that crossroads. It's a big open road ahead in both directions, but maybe there's something there and you don't even go on the roads. Maybe you create your own path and go right through the grass. You get this cute little Cupid here. Let's continue, because this is your strength right now. Your strength right now is moving really fast when you need to move. Not stalling, not sitting there waiting to make that decision or make those changes or get you on the path to your victory here. It could also be where you know with this what excites you, what makes your heart feel fulfilled, and now your mind, your brain, your thoughts are going to figure it out as you move in that direction. Because the Knight of Swords can get a little over analytical in the mind. You know, think about something in the past or going on now so much that they kind of get off balance and don't know how to adjust. They sort of just stall, or they aimlessly wander all over the place with no clear focus. So sometimes that Knight of Swords has the blinders on for a reason, because they know what they need to see. Sometimes those blinders can be on way too long and you're missing what's going on over there and there. in the other directions. It's having, you know, the mental clarity that sometimes you need to be flexible, sometimes you need to adjust, sometimes, you know, you might know something, but that new information comes into play, so you have to open your mind and maybe even readdress a decision that was made, or go in a different direction if something was blocked. Usually the Knight of Swords is pretty smart. They will figure it out. It's usually an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be. It's not gender specified, but it is fast movement. It is where once movement is made, changes happen fast. So go with the flow, go with those changes. Also, I like that if there's a small way through, it's not like you got the big SUV here, you know, where if it's a narrow little alley or something, or if there's a roadblock, like you gotta wait until that roadblock, you know, goes up, or you're not gonna fit through with that, you know, huge gas guzzling thing. It's tiny. It's a little, you know, it's a little motorcycle. So if there's a narrow way through, this Knight is gonna be the one to kind of get through, where no one else would have figured that out. I don't know why I see good gas mileage. Maybe it's about having good gas mileage. Unstoppable force. It's just gonna get there. But here it's chaotic. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place. It's like being on the motorcycle, but you're trying to go this way and that way and around and there, but you didn't have the map. You know, you're just kind of aimlessly going down different directions all the time, but you're not really clear on the entire perspective. So let's see what's in your immediate future. This could also be somebody else, but I asked what your strength was. I feel like your strength is when you have to move, when you have to maneuver. Maybe it's under pressure, or maybe it's when you have clear focus, or maybe it's when your heart is lit up, that all of a sudden you know how to focus and how to make something work. No matter what you gotta adjust in your schedule, you're gonna adjust it. You're gonna figure it out. You're gonna make it happen. Even if you have, even if you have to squeeze something in a tiny little pocket in your calendar, you know, in your schedule. Say I only have like literally like 22 and a half minutes tomorrow where I can do this, but you're gonna make it happen. I feel like if you had only little pockets, you're going to figure out what else you have been prioritizing that maybe wasn't so much of a priority, or can be done a different way, because this is somebody that would figure out how to take I hear a more advanced, but I see a more intelligent approach on something. So maybe it's even speaking, because the Knight of Swords is a good speaker, good communicator. Maybe it's speaking that somebody else takes some of the load off over there, so the Knight of Swords, so you have a little more space to get something done that you need to do, that you are now giving a little more priority to in your life. So let's see what your immediate future is. Immediate future. Why I just went into like sing song. Let's see, what is right ahead of you? Getting a little peek ahead. A little peek ahead is you're not going to waste an opportunity anymore. If you had something, you know, wasted in the past because you had that helmet on, you know, and closed off, and you missed something over there, you're not going to miss it again. This might be coming through to give you a little clarity that there might be something right in front of you you don't want to miss. You have the Four of Cups. That's usually like wah, wah, bored. So if in the immediate future you're bored because maybe there's not so much progression, or maybe something isn't moving as fast as you like, or not coming back from the past, or you feel like the past is, you know, circling back but getting nowhere, then this is the opportunity you create. You make it happen. You make that miracle happen. If it's not being offered to you, I see you like, I see you like creating a miracle. It's like, let's just say here with the Four of Cups, let's just say, you know, you have everything packed in the car, you took the day off, and then something didn't work out. This is where you're like, all right, well, I have the day off. What can I do to make something happen? How can I create an opportunity from something that was a block or you were disconnected from? You know, you have the backpack. What can you do instead? Instead of just sitting, you know, I see somebody like sitting almost mindlessly on the couch, not getting anything done. Well, you know, I have the day off, but it didn't work out. It's like, no, you're going to create something that fulfills you instead. Because it's arrogant wastefulness and or regretful comparison. I feel like if there's an opportunity, you don't want to waste it. You don't want it to pass you by. You might have to maneuver a little differently, but that's your strength. This could also be someone in your immediate future that is just kind of arrogant and wastes your time. Maybe you're not going to waste your time with somebody like that. You know, maybe you are the one that offered that cup and you feel like you're not being valued. You know, this person's not even taking a sip of the thing they offered, and you're going to take your glass back and offer it to where it's appreciated. It could also be where somebody in your immediate future is in that energy of regret because they compare you with someone from the past. But if this is in your immediate future and this is your block and it has to do with love, I feel like you need to maybe give somebody a chance, because you don't really know what you're missing if you never try. I feel like you do need to try something. So let's see. Let's see what your focus should be. What is the energy that the collective should focus on? You got now the Page of Swords. Your focus should be right now on how to use your right brain and your left brain. Maybe meditation. You have a lot of new energy here. You have the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords. You have new energy with your heart and new energy with your mind. You could have a message of love. You could have a message of inspiration. This is a very smart individual, as long as they continue to get that knowledge and don't just read the cliff notes and then talk about what they don't really know. This could be somebody who's a little curious, but I asked about what you need to focus on. So you could be focused on somebody who you see tremendous potential with, but they're still kind of new. You still have a lot of conversations that you have to have, but these conversations have to involve thinking outside the lines, you know, coloring outside the paint by number situation, and also being pretty logical and looking at how something could be worked out, how there's a formula. Left brain, right brain. You're thinking all around. This is the whole brain firing up here. It could also relate to music, because music fires up the right and left hemisphere of the brain. But right now, if that's your focus, you need to focus on strategy, but also being flexible that it might need to change along the way. We gotta keep doing these formulas until something kind of works out. So it could also be where you're really curious. Upside down, I see this kind of as a nosy pants. It could be upside down. Having awareness, if that's just your focus, that if somebody talks a lot of gab but they don't have anything to say, that's not where to get your wisdom from. It could also be where somebody doesn't follow through if they, you know, have some advice but they don't have any experience to back that advice up with, or their experience is something that has nothing to do with what you are doing, therefore not really the place to get your knowledge from. It could also be where somebody is kind of watching you from afar because they see that you're winning. This could also be somebody focused on you from your past. disconnected information. It's kind of where somebody gets the gossip, but not from the horse's mouth. I feel like if that's upside down, this person you are seeing kind of as a fool. Because I feel like this person might be moving foolishly and you see that from a mile away. But maybe that's what I saw before with the light switch. Somebody might be learning through experience. But if it's upright, it's strategy and solutions. That's good. Focus on the solutions, you know, not the misinformation. Focus on the nuggets of wisdom, not the fool's gold. So let's see what the energy of your environment is. So this could be others. It could also be general environment. What is the energy of others in the situation right now? Please and thank you. Well, it's either that everyone is on your side and everyone is in a beautiful vibrational celebration with you. They got your back. They're speaking on your behalf. Their vibes are good. It's like I see everyone like cheers, cheers. Or what do you say when you like lift up a teacup? What is that that you say? I don't know if there's like a thing you say when you like have tea together. But it could be that somebody is also I'm getting totally different things. So Three of Cups is kind of a strange energy. It's either so positive and so vibrant and so happy. It's your friends, it's your family, it's the people you groove with. Whether they're really different than you or not, they uplift you. They believe in you, they support you, they give you the pep talk, they talk on your behalf. They, you know, I just see like the friend that gets you a job doing whatever because they talk about your project. It's the friends that when you're having a slump or a weird day or you got off track or you're a little stuck in the past or you're a little upset with yourself because you didn't have a win here, or you know, you didn't even see that an opportunity was right there and you just totally missed it. This is the person that comes over, eats ice cream with you, gets you out of the house, reminds you how amazing you are, and kind of like gives you a little pep talk, unless it's upside down. If it's upside down, those are the gossips. Those are the people that have the big mouth and talk about everyone else's business instead of focusing on their own, you know, their own situation. It's vibes that are kind of weird. And it could be where if you have weird vibes around you, you are thinking about a solution on how to just remove yourself from that particular environment or group or whoever it is, because it's like a lot of mouths moving, but it could be throwing you off track or like killing the vibe, you know, all this energy you have going here. These could even be people that are always focused on what they didn't get. Well, I should have gotten that, or why did that person get that? Because this is I'm missing out on an opportunity. If you recognize whichever those energies are, you need to go towards the happy ones. Hang out with happy, the gleeful celebration, you know, where you feel good, you feel elevated, you actually feel more plugged in being around this person or these people than not. If it's excessive expectations, that's a lot of pressure. If you feel pressure from a group to live up to their expectations, what they expect of you, but it's not really supportive, I feel like it's just not worrying about what other people think. Worrying about your own, you know, beautiful situation you got going on over here, and, you know, these people that are going to be singing with you. But I feel like for most of you, this looks like rose petals here. It looks like, you know, like the congratulations thing on your phone, or at least on the iPhone, you know, where you can send it and it's like, confetti falling all over. I feel like it's more like that. So let's see what your hope or fear is, depending on how you look at something. Wow, that could be hope and fear. You have the Emperor. It looks like you are going to handle something like a boss, but maybe that's also scary, because this is somebody that can run a kingdom. Look at that Emperor is so strong. I like it that he's not on a throne. I like it that he looks wise. I like it that he looks strong. I like it that he has a tool in his hand and he looks like he's gonna go out there and make it happen and build it himself and not rely on anyone else to do it for him. This is also somebody who knows how to accept help, knows how to delegate duties, knows how to tap into divine energy. This is somebody who's really strong. This is you not just in victory, but this is you gaining a lot of strength on your journey. You could be connecting to an Emperor too. This is the divine masculine here. So it's somebody that is all of the kings combined. Had a lot of experiences, failures and successes. Relationships that worked, relationships that didn't. People around them that they grooved with, people around them that they got rid of, that they said, don't let the door hit you in the you know what, bye. Because the Emperor is a decision maker. He knows who is there, for the right reasons, who has potential to grow, and he gives a chance to. He looks at the past and moves things around if things weren't growing, because the Emperor doesn't want to sit there wasting his time or his energy on something that is stunted and sitting on the couch. He wants something to work. He's like a boss, but he's also a lover, father, grandfather, friend, neighbor, whatever he wants to be. He's multifaceted, unless he is upside down. If he is upside down, that could be a fear, because it's somebody who is an ineffective ruler, fear of not being able to handle something once that success comes. But I kind of feel like upside down, he's a my way or the highway, kind of like a dictator, installs fear to show his power. It doesn't mean he's not a manifester or he can't handle something, but he doesn't have people there out of love. He would have people there out of fear, necessity, or to get something, to get something out of him. But the Emperor upright sees through all of that. The Emperor upright is the leader that everyone wants to be around. Everyone wants to be around a cool Emperor because they got it going on. They're inspiring, but maybe it's having reflection on how to build, how to pursue, but doing it towards what really makes you happy. Changing our focus if you need to, creating that miracle if it's not there, and what you're working towards could be many different things depending on your perception. Maybe you want a bunch of kingdoms to run, businesses that you built. Maybe you just want one simple little tea shop. Maybe you just want to work in the tea shop and have your extra time and have no stress in your life. Maybe this is an Emperor that just wants to travel. Maybe they want to do it independently. Maybe they want to do it with somebody they have fun with and they love. It's however he or she feels successful. So let's see as of now what your possible outcome is. Possible outcome, please and thank you. You have an Ace of Swords. So right now, you're heading toward a light bulb moment. You're heading towards not just a solution, but more ideas to come. Good communication. You're heading towards this energy of truth, clarity, ideas, inspiration. I also like that this light bulb is kind of like this. I feel like it's clear cut with that sword, direct, truthful, but also being really open-minded here. Newfound clarity. All of a sudden, what did I say before with the light switch? There's something like lighting up in you. This is an idea you want to pursue. This is something you want to get past the idea, past the conversation, write it down, start to make those plans, and take action on something. Upside down, it's kind of like where the light bulb went out. Unfound focus. So if you have just a little idea, but you don't know where to focus your attention or direction, maybe write something down. See how something connects. Try to come up with a solution. If something didn't work, try it a different way. See it from another angle. Because something is going to work. Something's going to be illuminated. Maybe this is truth you were looking for. What's at the bottom? Oh yeah, you're going to be amazing. You got the Chariot. So act on this idea. Get on the road. Not yet, you know, moved up to a little Lamborghini or sports car here. Whatever I said before about the paths, where you can go on either one, or maybe both, or maybe across the lawn, you can't really tell which way you came. If you look, there's like the two roads that kind of merged into this one area. This is your victory card. You have you started with victory, and now you're ending with victory. So this is the big V. This is the big destiny. It feels different. This is a purpose. This is your purposeful path. This is paving your own way, rolling out your own red carpet, or I don't know why I say a golden carpet. You also have these apples. You have abundance. You have a harvest coming in. You have the sun peeking out from maybe what was cloudy before. And you've figured out all of the energies that weren't working with you, weren't, you know, pulling you off the direction, pulling you off the path, giving you a weird map, and recognize the ones that are working for you, with you, you know, grooving in the right direction, even if you each have your own lane where you're going your own speed. This is adjusting those gears as needed. The Chariot is getting on the road. Sometimes it is a trip, movement, direction. This is preserving willpower. What's it upside down? Tested dedication. I don't think anything's going to get you off your path. And I feel like you've recognized that your path doesn't have to just go one way. You got the whole map. So why do you always have to do something the same direction? Maybe you're going to go the scenic route another day. You know, maybe you get a little peekaroo at the shortcut. But maybe it's changing those gears along the way so you can adjust that journey as something unfolds. That's really nice. Let's get a message from the universe. What is a message from the universe that would be helpful for you? Please and thank you. A message from the universe. Woo! That one flew out. What is it? Your time is coming. It's coming. Everything is coming together for you, but you must meet the universe halfway. You have to just meet it halfway. It's okay. You know, that's good. I like that. You know, if you have that offer, generally this is the dude sitting kind of, you know, bored by the tree, arms crossed, looking that way, and usually there's a hand of God coming out of the clouds like, here you go, you said you're bored. You want to take a sip of this? It might warm your heart. And, you know, you're not going to get a sip unless there's a straw in that cup. But you still got to turn your head and look in another direction to recognize that that is a possible blessing. And then you have to do the action of, you know, sipping it, having that nourishing energy and feeling how it makes your heart feel different, or you're never going to know. Hold your bright and happy vision. It's knowing you have a solution, your happy vision of yourself with successful outcomes. Well, you should, because this new beginning and you have like big victory and little victories along the way, and you got this big emperor here. So that's knowing that you are getting divine wisdom and owning which direction you have to go and every move along the way, every decision along the way. It's don't allow your fears or insecurities to stand in your way. Even if you have to be new here, start something again. Start over. So I feel like this is our reading, but I keep looking over here at the mystery deck. So maybe just get a mystery message or two. What would be, whoo! I lost some of the cards, but not from this deck. I lost some of the cards from a totally different deck, which I have not used. But I feel like I maybe want to show you that. This is a really weird deck of cards. That was at the top. I don't know what's on the ground, but this is like the 78 stories. That is the Wheel of Fortune. That's like a, oh yeah, they have like a winning ticket. All right, so let's get a couple mystery messages to end this reading. Please and thank you. Well, the spotlight is on you. You have to step through that portal. You have that beautiful divine light. It's like your first thing that came through. You're up there on that stage. Now you're stepping through this portal into the unknown. You know what's on the other side? I don't know, but you got this spiritual light guiding you along the way. So what is another message? And you're elevated. This elevated perspective, that's beautiful. You're being lifted up. You're spiritually elevated. If you had to take the stairs before, you're getting the divine elevator door. It's going to open up right for you. Let's get one more, please and thank you. It's slipping through your or their fingers. So that's that Four of Cups. Don't let it pass you by. If you see it there, hold on to it. If you have that idea, you know, I'm kind of getting the idea, like, you know, you're like, I had a good idea yesterday. What was it? I don't remember. What were we talking about? I can't quite get it. Don't let it pass you by. Write it down. Make something happen. You can make something work. You're going to figure out a solution. Just show up for yourself. Show up for someone else. Show up to, you know, the elevator door. Show up to your chariot, you know, your motorcycle, to your new kingdom you're building. Show up to that conversation that goes all over the place. Show up to that person asking you on a first date. Show up to the gig. Get on stage, whether it's just you there or 10,000 people. I just thought of 10,000. I don't know if I can say that on here. Mother-ers. I'm going to put it in playlist because it's a really good song. It's Jason Mraz. When I wake up and the day begins, do I hold my breath and count to 10? I haven't heard this in a while. Wait. Or would it be 3? We'll see, we'll see. It depends on which day of the week. So I sing out loud. I'm just motherfucker singing proud, singing glory, glory, hallelujah. Yeah, that'll do. It's really beautiful. There's one line that it says, when you sing, you're praying twice. Don't that sound nice? So rise up and give it a try, because we could be 10,000 singing out. That's like the first thing I said. Wow, and I have the hair standing up on that one. Where's your audience? Where's your audience? Where'd you go? When I saw that microphone and everyone singing with you, that's sort of what that song is about. I don't even know if any other music came through, but if you're here at the end of the reading, I encourage you to take a look at that amazing song. It's not something that's on his typical records. I like the weird stuff. I do like some of his like mainstream stuff, but that one, there's just something about it that's really special. It's that thing that hits you. You're like, oh yeah, that's deep, man. Deep stuff. And with this, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here today. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I love you. Bye.